Welcome to Coxygen Global, which is a Cardano Live technical training and support. We are running these sessions daily from around 10:30 till around 10 at night. We've got so many different sessions of training running around. In this video, I am going to demonstrate the Helios CLI. And this Helios CLI is going to show you the following. Let me share the screen first, then we look into it bit by bit. Right, the first most important thing before I just explain to you things that I'm going to do, I want you to know we have got our GitHub under github.com, wims.io. Then this side we have got Coxygen. This one mostly has got Coxylib, Helios, information which we have been using. We have got this here. We did an evaluation of the videos which we have been doing. Remember, we did about 27 different videos. So I'm going to show you the report. It is under here, CA survey, which is this one. Here, the most important thing you need to see is we have been running this technical support and training services for free. But now when we did this survey, I had more people who responded. But for now, this is a snapshot of the 26. These approximately 20 out of 26. They went through each video, the live videos which we have been having. Those videos, if you want to see them clearly, you go to coxygen.co, and then you will see at the website for our Coxygen Global Live Technical Support. We have got the videos for live sessions for May. And then here are the videos. And then we've got for July 2024. And then we've got for August 2024. And then we have got the ones that I'll show you the report, which is for December 2024 to February 2025. Right. The report that we got evaluation from those evaluators, around 22 out of 24, they evaluated these live technical sessions which we have been doing. Basically, this is the information they said. The duration of these videos, you can see there on that pie chart, orange, which is 42, the video is about 60 to 90 minutes. Right, the second, number 4, evaluators' opinion on participant benefits. Those people who answered, I don't know, some of them are you, some of them I don't know. Their opinion is that you can see 88.5%. They are saying, based on your 27 videos you passed, do you feel participants are benefiting from the session. So 89% said yes. Right, the question on Coxygen Global Live Technical Services can be commercialized. We want to commercialize this going forward so that we've got premium technical training, as I'm going to show you when we do the Helios Coxygen CLI. Here again, 85% said yes, they feel these services. We can also offer premium services, specialized. Then the next question, do you also want this type of a service? Also 85% said yes. The average ratings now, out of all the videos that you evaluated, rate on average out of 5. Then we have got a good rating, 11, which is 42%, rated 4 and 3. So we didn't get a 5 rating, which means there is a room for improvement. Willing to offer this service, type of service. Now we asked, some of them are maybe developers. Are they interested also in coming up and doing live technical training? When you are training others, you are assisting others. Yes, yeah, a lot of them. Maybe people are just taking yes, 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 yes to carry on with the questions. Maybe what they were interested mostly is completing this because the videos were too long. All right. Are you also interested in receiving live technical quality services for a small fee? They said 81% said yes. So, summary. The survey shows that Coxygen Global Live sessions, training, support, and help are very essential to Cardano and to developers. They improve developer experience. They do improve developer experience. The services can be commercialized. The staff is dedicated to this. Not only should it be free, but it can also be commercialized, which means we have to add up special services for that one. This is still there. I didn't close this one. All right. Here I was showing the videos which we were, what is this one? The subscription plans. Oh yeah, this one, let me explain the subscription plan, which is seed subscription is free for everyone. Germinators subscription, you can read about it under this one here. Any questions concerning the live technical support for Coxygen Global? That one we are open to different languages. ICANN, Mesh, Haskell, Helios, whatever people need assistance on. And number 2, whatever you, the service provider, is or are skilled at. Right, if you go to YouTube to check if these people really went through the videos or they were just ticking, I requested them to upload a spreadsheet of their evaluation. But the videos now, if you go to the YouTube, we should see a lot of activity there, subscriptions and views. Yes, the subscriptions, you can see the views there, 31, 19, 27, 15, 21, 18. Basically, they were visited. Then if we look at the subscriptions, definitely we have now 53 from around 25 or so. Okay, so it's only proof that there was an engagement towards this evaluation process. And this at least is something we can start at. Now, let me stop here and ask some questions from some of you. What do you feel about this live technical support before we start the CLI training? Any feedback from your side? I know maybe some of you were part of the evaluators. Anything from your side?
Okay, sir. Good morning, sir.
Only raise your voice. Come.
Okay. For me, it's very good, sir.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my mic is off. Sorry for that. My mic was off. Any question from your side? Did you manage to get what I showed you?
Okay, from the last time we met me. So do you mean the details of the student, the email and the
I'm not getting your question. My speaker is far. Maybe I should put on my headphones. Raise up, come closer to your mic.
Okay, sir. Can you hear me now, sir?
Let me switch to the, what do you call it? I'm not able to use this one now, but you can raise and come closer to the mic.
Okay, sir. Can you hear me now, sir?
I can hear you.
Okay, so I'll say from my side, it's very good, sir. And also, the question you asked now, I didn't really understand the question. You said it, putting simply asking to that, sir.
Okay, yeah, giving a positive feedback, which is fine. All right, I'm going to send you the link from the GitHub so that you can go through it. Where is this link? Right, yeah. You can also go through the videos here. Most of these videos were for the people who attended. So when you are an outsider trying to go through it, there are no tutorials as such. That is number one. But the most important thing is you yourself, you just need to know we are going to be offering this service now to everyone. We will keep the free one forever, and we will share the source code with everyone. But we need to say maybe those that require more hours, more technical training on smart contract, and they are willing to pay, then we can offer them that premium service. Maybe can take up to 2 hours, 3 hours. It will help us also be self-sufficient on this one again. All right, I'm going to jump now to the other training now, which is the CLI and the Cardano part. When I switch, sometimes my mic, it becomes disabled and I don't know I'm disabled or not. So what I'll be doing, I'll be asking you questions from your side. The moment you don't hear my voice, then shout out so that I come back and I turn on my mic. I don't know what makes it close. All right, let me start right now. Right, can you see my, what do you call it, VS Code screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can see it clearly. And is my voice very clear to you?
Yes, sir. Very pleasant.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please keep on answering so that I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
alone, because I can't see the other side. I'm on this side here. Okay, let me explain to you here. This, I want to show you how far we have gone. I'm going to share with you this source code so that you can also try it out clearly. The Helios, let me show you the file that Helios we have been using a lot. But I think you can see here. At the bottom right here, you can see the size. The normal Helios is 1.4 megabytes, 1,400 kilobytes. Okay, but now I have made it smaller, removed a lot of spaces, a lot of other things that are not important, so that it is smaller, but still have more features that we can use. So now I've got this one here, which is helios.min.mjs. It is 722 kilobytes. So you can, it's almost smaller by 50%. So this is going to make it a lot quickly on our static websites and make things run faster. Okay, so that is one good news. Then this is where we are going. I'm going to take you step by step on this one here. Right. The first thing here, when you have got this file here, it is using this one here. Let me show you on the left. I have given a name to this slim, let me call it, there is a slim mini Helios, which is smaller. This is number one. Number two, Helios has got a CLI tool, but I realized that CLI tool has not been improved a lot. So if you go to Helios, I don't know, and then you go to the GitHub repositories, Helios language, and then you look for the CLI. Actually, if you go to the repositories there, let's search for the CLI. There it is, CLI2 utilities. CLI utilities. Okay, the other one that I was at, I think was an old one. I see this one is a little bit later one, but you can still refer to this one so that we see which one we can even build the one that we are using and increase the functionality. So that one here. I have not seen this one. There is another one which is old. Let me show you where I saw that old one. If you go to the book, Helios book, you go to the Helios compiler here, there is a book here. And then here you'll see Helios CLI. Setup, installation, and then set up Cardano node. But the CLI that I'm going to use, you don't need to install the Cardano node like what they are saying here. And then using the CLI, this is all they have. And then under the CLI. What you are going to see when you come to this one here, you are going to see they are calling it Helios CLI, but inside it here, they are building transactions using a Cardano CLI. See, these are two different things. The Cardano CLI works with the Cardano node. You need to install that one. Okay. All right, let me show you this one. But this one, I gave it a name so that we can easily refer to it rather than Helios CLI, Helio Cardano CLI, CLI. You know, some people also don't like CLIs. When you talk about CLI, they run away. They think, no, this tool is too difficult. It's not for us. So I gave it a normal name, Shadow. Shadow is a cat. It's my cat who is always with me here when I'm coding, just to make it easy to remember. Now, let us explore and see what are the things we can do with this CLI. Installation from what you have here, if you look at this library, it is using this, what do you call it, node modules, but I took it out, replaced the normal Helios library, that one which is 1.4 megabytes, with the Helios min, the one that is 722 kilobytes, so that you see the functionalities is still okay. And I've added some more other CLI functionalities that I can have here. So to test it, you simply copy the folder onto your VS Code. You open it with VS Code. Of course, there is a what do you call it here, a package JSON. The package JSON, you see, this on the Shadow, when you are using the Shadow, which is a CLI, different version, you don't need to use this. You use the Slim, Helios Slim or Helios Mini, where I've shown you here. Why? To avoid dependencies, so that you can use this with Node without installing Node, these other, Slim versions. We are no longer using this and this, so that you can use it simply with a one file, two files, Shadow and this Helios.min, those two files. And then the rest, you need some, you can build up other items. Okay, we are going to see what we can build up. And I'm going to explain to you some of the files that are going to be produced using this. Right, with here, I've got some, what do you call it, smart contract. I've got a smart contract here, always succeed. And then I've got another smart contract here, auction. And I've got another smart contract here. which is where this requires a signature from the owner. Okay, so which means now with this one, you can compile .hl files. You can compile Helios source code into .bluetooth code. But let's start slowly together. If you open this Shadow, I have got a README file. Here is the README file to help you get started easily. I haven't uploaded this stuff on GitHub, but when you get it as a folder, you just clone it onto your computer. You'll get this README file which explains to you Shadow is a lightweight developer-focused CLI toolset built around Helios smart contract language. It is designed to simplify the process of working with Bluetooth smart contracts, keys, addresses, and encodings without relying on the Cardano CLI. This is good for beginners because when you are beginning development and now you have to install the Cardano node and then you have to work with the Cardano CLI, which is a little bit complicated but powerful, tends to be intimidating. A lot of developers fail to pick up. They simply fall away completely. This makes it different because with this one, you don't need the Cardano node. I'll show you. So basically, there are 4 features: smart contracts compilation, the key tools like you can generate a wallet and then some wallet addresses and generate 24 mnemonic words, and then out of them then build up a batch 32 address, the normal addresses you find on your wallets. That starts with a test, whatever. Those batch 32 can convert them into pub key hashes, and you can create private and public key pairs, and also other things. Number 3, you can sign messages, and because it produces a signing key and a verification key. So you can give the verification key to anyone else. You will send a signed message, then you can verify that one. Then number 4, encoding tools. So here there are some encoding tools. I've explained page 32, hexadecimal binary, UTF-H conversions. A lot of this is there on the Helios we have been using, but we have not been knowing that those tools are there. Why? The book lacks a lot of detailed features of this library. That is why this video is going to be very important. Getting started. Okay, let's say you just clone the into your computer, open it with VS Code, make sure you've got Node installed. Which version of Node? I tested it with this version of Node. Let me.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir. I have a question.
You've got a question?
How do we install? Yes, sir. How do we install the nodes in the terminal?
Yes, let me show you how to install it. It's a copy paste. I like things that are very easy. For me, I like very easy things. I don't like complicated things, especially when you are a beginner. I just want to push the terminal to the right side so that we can read. I will be showing this when we need it. Right. So basically what you see on my left, on the left is the README file, the doc with the steps on how to go about using it. On the right here is some commands and outputs. So first thing I can do is let me clear the screen. Yeah, you can see it. But first, to install, you copy the folder, you clone it onto your machine. Because we are not going to use the Helios standard library, this one for training, you can straight away start writing your code. Just copy it to your computer, open it with VS Code, and then make sure that you have got a node installed. The only files that are working for Shadow now, it is this, you can see. I'm only, of course, Node has got the file system for the server-side writing to your desktop, and then the file part. The most important part is this part that I want you to see. For everything that I'm going to be doing, I'll be using that Helios min. If it breaks at some point in time, I will go back and use maybe the slim or the other one. But I tested it. Let's see the node version that you need. Let's check the version. I used it with this v20.17. Try it with other node versions and see if you have got some issues. Now, I will repeat again. Once you have copied this, let me do this so that you see. Let's take out this part. I've removed, which means I just copied the folder. I haven't installed it. I didn't run npm install onto my machine. Let's work. Right. I will start by saying, you start by writing node. And then after node, you write the file. That is the one that is going to have the commands. Remember, it was Helios.CLI, Coxygen, Coxylib. It was too long. Then I said, now I'm going to call it Shadow. So you just say shadow.mjs. You will see the extension there. It's not JS. I called it MJS. It will run. Then let us look for help. --help. I think that is the first command you need to have. --help. Then this opens for you what you already see, that help text. Down there, you see this full help that you see there. Wallet contracts, you can see there, wallet contracts, this one, generate a wallet, compile a file into on-chain code. Then we've got some encoding and conversion, sign and verify, some batch 32 tools. Of course, there is also network flags, but we are not going to use mainnet. So if you want to produce for a mainnet, you can add those flags there. But let us test these one by one. Are you with me that side, or still I'm disconnected?
Yes, sir. I,
Can hear you, sir.
you said you wanted
You can
to.
see what I'm doing, and you can
Yes,
hear.
sir.
You wanted to,
Any questions?
Can hear you, sir.
yes, sir. You said you wanted to give us what we could copy and paste to install the node. You didn't let that give it to us.
Yes. I'm going to upload this on GitHub and then give it to you. You don't need to install the node. I didn't hear you clearly. Talked about installing the node. You don't need to install
Yes,
the
sir.
node.
Yes.
Cardano node. This works without the Cardano node. If you are not sure about what is the Cardano node, we will have another session concerning that. Right, the first thing is let us generate a wallet. You see here, I'm going to delete this old wallet. At the moment, you see there are some payment addresses there. I'm going to delete and verification, delete. And this I'm going to delete. Right, I've got these files here. I'm not going to use these files. There is the old Helios. I'm not going to use that one. So these ones, I'll archive them for now. The reason is I just want it to be as simple as possible so that even our new developers, first years, can quickly adapt to it. This one is a product of, right, so you can see here, of course, we've got a package JSON. You need to add this other vtest. Yes, you will need to run this when you need this vtest, but I'm not going to use it. Right, so for now, we are not going to install anything. We're just going to follow this, what we have here. Now, let us create a wallet. What is a wallet in Cardano? A wallet in Cardano is an application which gives you the keys to use to sign transactions, also the tools to keep your ADA and your assets, digital assets like NFTs, FTs, and then ADA. It also has got the features like transferring ADA from one wallet to another, one wallet address to another. So here, to create a wallet, you call node shadow.mjs, then you say gen-wallet. If you want a mainnet one to use for the mainnet, you add --mainnet. But for now, the default is for us to test. There, it has done it. If you look on the left, it has created a lot of useful tools. I'll start from the bottom. The staking key. This is a .v key. It's a staking .verification key for stakers. You can see there are the details. Right, next is a staking.s key, which is a signing key. And then the next one now, it has produced a testnet address. You can see there it is for stake. And then let's go to the top a bit. We have got the payment.v key, which is a verification key. You can see the description when I click these files. So there is the simple part. And then if I click this one here, that one is straight. You can see this one is a stake signing key. This one is a stake verification key. Normally, if you look at the extensions, the S key, .s key, .v key. So we have got how many pairs? We've got 2 pairs, staking and payment. Any question concerning this? Okay, cool. So now, what else do we get from this? We said we want a wallet. So where are our seeds phrase? It has generated 24 seeds words for you. You know those mnemonics, 24 words. You put them on a file called wallet.json. Here it is. So you can see my wallet, my private mnemonic key are those ones. Remember, with these mnemonics, you can now go to your wallet, internal lace, whatever, and import this, then you will see this page 32 address. We call this page 32 address. This is for testing, of course, underscore testing. I leave it to you to try it. If it is dash dash mainnet, then this will not have a test one. It will be the normal payment address which you can send data to. But it has also produced a staking address. Okay. So you can see how powerful that those two words, gen.wallet, we have. Then how are we going to use it at Coxygen Global? So with all our students, who are having trouble installing NAM, installing LACE, whatever, a lot of headache. And let's just show them to use this. You can even use it with them. And then why? The most important thing is getting started and then learning, training, producing, working, rather than spending a week installing NAMI, looking for a browser, installing Eternal. Now, no, I don't know. Any comment on this? What do you think? You can give me experiences with your students there. What do you think? Right.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
Does it mean this wallet that has been generated in the CLI can only be accessed directly from the CLI? Or can we export it using to create a new wallet, just like we create a new wallet to the wallet extension? Is it just going to be in the CLI?
Should be able to import it into any other wallet. For example, if I go to, I leave this to you to try it because I want to show you some other things. Use any of the other wallets that you have, like NAMI, Eternal. Like I don't have Eternal here. Maybe I can add an Eternal extension here and then import the wallet. It should work. Right. That is what I can say now. It should work. I have not done it. I was doing a lot of stuff, but that is what is your to do. Your to do now is you generate a wallet. I'm going to generate again a different one. You see, I've got this one, which has got these 24 mnemonic words: display, enforce, chimney. Right. Let me create another wallet. So node shadow.mjs gen-wallet. Do you see now? This is a different one. Other one has been overridden. This one is a completely different one. You can see the mnemonics. Here they are. Neglect, blanket, porch, ladder. So if I go again, you'll see I'll get another different wallet with a different address. Here you see, it's completely different. All right, let's go on to the next. Let me open this on yeah. So I've shown you a very simple tool to generate a wallet. What about compiling a smart contract? Let me get a very simple smart contract here. Always succeed. Here is a spending. Says hello world spending. This one is a complete smart contract that returns true. It will always run. Basic smart contract. So how do we compile it? So you call shadow.mjs. Then this side you call the word compile, and then give it the name of the file you want it to compile. So in this case, always succeed.h, there we run it. It has compiled it. You can see it was compiled, there it is, into always underscore succeed.bluetooth. Now we have a hash of that script, there it is. Now we have got even the validator address of that script. This is the validator address. If you want to see these things are real for testnet, we can jump to the pre-production or whatever. Yeah, let's go to the CX pre-production. And then test it. It must be empty. Right. Let me copy it. There, it is a fully working testnet address. There. At the moment, it has no transactions, it has no assets, it has no UTXO. It is a clean, fresh address. Remember, with this one now, you've got the 24. This is the script address. So which means we can send some headers and lock it to that always succeed. You can even test the other. If we go and test the wallet, this one here. There we go. You can see this one. Right. I can meanwhile send it some test header. I'll just send it very quickly. I'll send it 2, or let's say 5. Okay, I've submitted the transaction there. Meanwhile, I'm going to switch back to the command line and leave this running. Right. So the second command that I showed you here is compile. Compile must be followed by the always succeed file that you are compiling. So this now makes developing very quick, because from the file here that I create here, I can add some code and recompile. Say print. I say hello. Okay. Right, save. Now you must see this script. I have modified it. Therefore, its wallet, its address is going to change because it's now a different script. Its hash is going to change. Let's compile it. All right, look at it here now, down here. Now it has a different Let's check, compare it. You see it's different now from the one we had on top. Is it the same? 97 looks still the same. What about the hash? The hash is still the same. No, it's still the same. But it did compile. Okay. Let me delete those ones there. Let me delete this one. The dot Bluetooth here. Let me delete that. Always succeed. Let me run this one again. Okay, there we get it. Do you see what is inside? That is what we have. And then, okay, this one is still the same. And this one is still the same. On the other side, they are always different. Let's change and do another one. We can compile. Let me look for another contract. This one. This one is signed by the owner, signature. So I'm going to compile this one. So let's go node. All right, this one you can see it is a different script address and a different script hash. There we have it here. It's not this one. It is this one. You can see it ends with a dot Bluetooth. All right, so you have seen us compile even Haskell Bluetooth code using Cooper. It always produced this JSON file. So it's working. Any questions? Now I'm going to show you how to use some of these commands. Let's go through the commands. Let me close this one. Close this one. Then let's come back to the readme. So I run through the command because it's a repetition. So you don't need to have the shadow open here because the readme takes you step by step. The other thing before I leave, the compile, you can compile dash mainnet, dash staking, dash NFT, dash show CLI. But if you see some other issues with this, let me know. But the next important part is signing messages. It's interesting. But let's clear this side so that you can see here. Let's suppose I've got a message, hello, student. I want to sign it. Node shadow dot mjs. Then here you need to say sign. That is the command. Then let's have your message. Hello, student. Right. Remember now, this is a command. It will need a payment. You can see the keys payment dot sk. What I'm going to do, I'm going to enter when it is like this, and then add that payment dot sk. But let's come back here. You can already see the path argument must be of a string. You need to indicate the path with this one here. Right, let us go. Right, let me clear so that you can see this on top. Right, let's have a path to where our payment keys are at. Where are our payment keys? Payment.skey. So it is here. You'll see there's a folder now, keys. There's this payment key. So this is the key that is needed. So we need to navigate to the folder keys, payment, S key. This is for signing. Right here, this one says there is an error there. Right, the error says ED25519 is not defined. Okay, it means maybe there is a library that is missing for signing private messages on this one here, on this slim. Okay, that is one thing that I'm going to take note of later concerning the signing and the verification. So one way to check is I can switch from the shadow here. It is using the archive. So on the archive there, we have got this slim. .mini on the archive. I can switch to the slim. Here it will help me know where this is. Then later on, I'll add it to the other side if it is not there. I'll repeat. Okay, still it is not found. Now let us go to the Helios. Okay. I didn't test all these commands. Right, cannot find a Helios.mj. Sorry, the Helios doesn't have the M. Let's get back to this. It's still not defined. All right, I'm going to leave this command. It is thrown an error.
So didn't you archive the file?
It's archived, but I pointed to the archive. Do you see what I did? It automatically changed to this archive, but it is not complaining. It was going to complain here. All right. Let me move on to the other ones. It won't disadvantage you as long as you get to know these other commands. Right, so I have gotten issues with these two. I'm going to check them. Let's move to the next ones. The next one is if you have got a wallet address, like page 32, and you need to use it on a smart contract for signing or for whatever, you normally need to convert it from page 32 format to its key hash, to what we call pub key hash. So Cooper IDE, not Uber, Cooper. I just want to show you this feature is here on Cooper. How they do it, and then we can compare if we are going to get the same results. Right. I'm going to use one of the addresses, this one, because this one already, what it has got its pub key hash. Let us convert it or decompose it using this tool here, which is on the Cuba IDE. Decompose, come here. Let's run it. But we get here a payment credential, which is D57. And there's another staking credential, 723. Are these the same or they are different? Do you see? D57. Do you see here? 723D. You want to see the end. This one is 270-270A5. And then check this side, 270A5. Okay, check this one here, DE20, the last one. And then check this one here, DE20. Therefore, it worked very well, 100%. So when you need a pubkey hash now, it's very easy to generate it. And there is another power that comes with this. You will not need even, remember this shadow, we are using it here now as a CLI, whatever. Some of these functions that you see here, we can just build up applications where online it can be a service. People, they have an address, they want to convert it, then they convert it very quickly without a problem. But what about if I was using the Cardano CLI and I wanted to convert a page 32 to a pubkey hash? Like I told you, you need to install a Cardano node. Then the next, you need to sync it. So now there is good because we have a testnet node, which is lighter. Otherwise, the mainnet takes a long time to sync, and it needs a huge space, about 200 gigabytes. But for beginners, what did I say? Here is something that will get you running very quickly. So I've shown you this changing to pub. All right, I haven't shown you how to use this. I've only shown you, remember that we generated this wallet using the Gen-wallet. But now, what about if I want to convert it manually here on a CLI? Let us type node shadow.js. And then you call the command to with a hyphen. They call it minus. Sometimes we call it dash pkh or pubkey hash. Then after it, you can paste your page 32 wallet address. Right, we have it there. And let's run it. So you can see, right, where are the results? There it is. It has done it. There it is. There is the pubkey hash. So you can see this is accurate because the pubkey hash you are getting here, it's exactly the same with the Cooper IDE service. And it's the same with the one we got before. So we are sorted. So that big problem is sorted. Now, what about to reverse? Now, if you go to the Cooper IDE here, you can see here, you can get this back. And then now compose. See, there's decompose. Now you can compose. You come here, you put your, is it staking or credential? This one I selected staking. I don't know. Selected which one? This one. Then I can compose. There you have it. You've got your wallet address in batch 32 format, decomposed, 93VZ. Let's come back here. And if we check the wallet that we have on the wallet this side, look at the last part. All right, we can check from this side here, page 32. All right, let me go back. Right, which one did I take? I took this one. And then I converted it back. We must get the same, yes, there it is. This one, it ends with a VZDE. All right, let us use our tool here. This time, we are going to call the following command, which says to address. So this one, let me check it clearly. We want to convert it to reverse it back to page 32 address. Where we are saying hex the code. Let me run that. Hex the code. Let me just paste it. What do we have? It fell to the code. I think this one is for text. It's for normal text. Unless I says unknown command. I made a mistake. Hex dash the code. Let me add, what do you call it? Quotation marks. The hex dash the code is not working. Saying, yeah, there it went. Mara, yes, it says what? Followed by this one here, unknown command. Where am I making a mistake? Right here we have got no, sorry, I made a mistake. This one is under encoding and conversion. We are not yet there. We're supposed to use this one to hex, to address. The one which converts pub key hash to address must be right at the end. Let me get to Shadow here. Let's look at the list of commands right at the end. I remember I did it last. X2 string. I want page 32 to hash, then hash hex to page 32. I think I didn't. Yeah, there it is. There it is. I know I did add this function here. There it is. Which says 2 batch 32. This is a pub key hash 2 hex. No, this one is what we have been having. You supply it, yes, this one is the right one. Because this one you are supplying it with a pub key hash. So you must get back a batch 32. All right, let me see, why am I not seeing it on my README file? So on the README file here, I'm not seeing it on the list of commands to use. Yeah, so I need to update this part here. You can see I've got this part and I've got some other stuff for compiling. Then you can see this is not enough. So I'm going to correct this. Here it says to address, but you take a what, page 32. The one I'm referring you to is this one here. To page 32. You give it a pub key hash. So basically what I'm going to do, I can do it now. Update the README easily. Go to the README here, right at the top. See this. Replace all this. With the updated part. Sorry for that. I replaced this. So that all the commands are there. Yes, and save. Right. We want to reverse the page 32. We can go to page 32, to pub key hash, give it this, and then we reverse it. This, what was our last command? I made a mistake and I called the hex 2 hex dash the code. We are coming to that one. That one is a different one. This one is 2 dash pkh, and then you give it a page 32. Then after we reverse it. Let me run it. Unknown command. Unknown command. Not this unknown command. There is that one there. I'm not sure why it says unknown command. Down here, I'm getting something which is correct. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm confusing here. This thing, it worked correctly. This question mark unknown command, it's not that there is an error. It's a directive to say when you get an unknown command, then check here on the list so that you do it correctly. This one worked correctly because you can see there is the pub key hash of this. Now, I want us to reverse it. So we take this. and then run the reverse command. The reverse command is that one, 2-batch. Here we say batch 32. You can check on the list of commands here. It is this one here. This one. 2-batch 32. Okay, let me paste this one where it is. Did it run? Right, let me see. Let me clear the screen and run it again. Does it want me to put it in quotation marks? There we go. Let's check the results, what we get. I'm not seeing the result here because it is printing this information twice. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean up so that it must only display the wallet address that I am reversing. Because right now, I don't see it printing to the console that address. Before, when it did the page 32.2, I could see it clearly, but this one is a bug. Let me state it clearly. It has got a bug. I don't see it clearly. All right. This is your job. You will have to run through this and then pick up these bugs like this, and then we clean it up. Remember, you develop something, then the next step is testing, cleaning, improving on it, so that the results are very clear. In this case, it's not displaying the results, even displaying the errors. I don't see those errors. Let me move on to the next tools. Right, I have done this one. This one worked very well. We can check this one to binary, which means now, given this, we need to convert it to binary using this command, 2-binary. Let's clear. So I'll simply replace 2-page 32 binary, and then there is this one. We must get 20 whatever. Is it a bits, whatever binary information with regards this one. This one worked. You can see it displayed the binary part of that, which is this one. Then we can run to page 32, to hex to page 32. I think this one to hex let's see what it will give us. And here I'm going to say 2 hex. I think this one we've done it. This is what I get when I say 2 hex. think we've done that one. And then key, generate keys. Let's try that one. The generate keys is gen dash keys. Right here it says seed. I'm not sure if that is optional or what. You will play around with it. It says what random bytes is not defined. This one, I don't think I did it correctly because I see here you've got the seed, you've got the mainnet. Right, signing a message with a payment key, it failed. We had some issues signing a message with a payment key and then verify this part. When I tested it before, it worked. Now, I'm not sure what wrong that I did. Let me try it once more. I'm going to sign, full sign, hello, and payment .sk. No, this one has an error. Yeah, this one definitely has an error on this library, which I must fix. You can also do string to binary, binary to string. All right, let's test that one. Where you have got a text, and now that text you must apply it as a binary, as an argument. Let's try str-2 bin. This one works, you can see it. I'll correct those ones that are not working. This one is given as hello in binary. And then what about if I need a string to hexadecimal? I put this two, and the vice versa is there. 2 hex. I've got the hex to bin. I don't see a bin to hex. So, which means if we are converting bin to hex, what about string to hex? I don't see string to hex. I didn't do that one. So let me write it down. I'm going to add that one. Now I can convert a string to binary. You can do a string to hex. Some of these tools are there on the, what do you call it? On the online services. Just go there, you paste your stuff. They do it for you. But most of the times you don't know how did they develop those services. Here you have got the source code that shows you exactly how it was created. Let me open the shadow functions. I'll quickly show you. Here is that function, generate wallet. You can actually see how it is doing it and what it is using. So let me collapse it for you. Here is the code for compiling Helio files. So this code, if you follow it nicely, you'll see how it does its work. It's not magic. See there, you call it, it's using this program class, and it is calling a compile method of that program class. And then deep down here, you've got your symbol. It is calling crypto leg.leg2p. All right, let me show you the other functions. These are commands, calling these commands. Let's go to these other functions here. Here are the functions. Batch to binary. You see, there is a batch 32 to binary. Then we have got a, I don't know why it's called twice. You can see this on top, this below. Oh yes, this one is batch 32 to pub key hash. Then we have got this one here, batch 32 to address. Right. Don't confuse batch 32 wallet address and the normal Shadow Helios address. All right, I think the nice part here, you have the source code that is doing the things. You can inspect and learn how it is actually doing it. Rather than we are just doing it online, you don't know whether the binary it is given you is correct or is not right. You cannot see the source code. So here you can see actually the source code. Right, this one there it is. This function is there. Export signing key. All these exported methods are the ones we can do. Sign a message. Okay, remember this thing is there now. The next thing is we are going to be using it and then picking up bugs and then fixing the bugs, improving the documentation. You are going to see later on, we will compile a service, our own service. We'll call it maybe Shadow Helios. Anyone goes to online, they can use that service. Okay, let me stop here concerning the CLI. There are no questions, then I'm going to close. And then we will then take a break. Any questions? Thank you so much for you still being here. This was a little bit technical, but I'm excited because now we have built a tool set of a lot of things that are needed when you are constructing, when you are making smart contracts. But most of the time, sometimes you need papier. Wait, where do I get this beast? You run around. I always run around to Cuba Play, this one here, Cuba Ride, then use that service. Sometimes I go online, pick up other services, but other services are not there. If you want to see, type here online service. I want to show you online service. Convert text to heads. You will find this one, no problem. There are so many of them, millions of them. See, online. You use them, you are happy. But now, the moment you come here and say, now I've got a Cardano wallet address. Cardano wallet address. 2 hex random. You don't get even one service online. You don't get even one. Now they are referring you to where you are using this CLI, but you don't get any online service. I've got this one which says simply swap Cardano ADA to Hex, simply exchange. This is an exchange, not the service that I want. Whereas if you say now you want a wallet address, pub key hash, pub key hash, you want to convert it to a page 32 address. Page 32 address. There you won't find anything. Yeah, there you start having problems. You go to the stake exchange to say, okay, they will give you, say you are looking for even source code. When you get that source code, where are you going to run it? But now, if you don't have a page 32, then you can't, you have to create a wallet. But what happens if I give you a pub key hash? Now you need to get a page 32. You are stuck. This is the beginning. When you advance now and say validator hash, script hash, or they call it validator hash, convert it to a validator page 32 address, which you can use somewhere else, page 32 address. You won't find any service. Here is something that says, here is a page 32 encoder, decoder, but it's on GitHub. When you click it, let's open it. Here is somebody who has done with PHP. That is nice. They've done this with PHP. I also like this with PHP. They're coding the whatever with PHP. We can do it with our own Coxygen or Helios. Yeah, exactly. What this person has done is exactly what we have that tool for. I think I need to, you know why? Because this one is using PHP. We are using PHP every day. I'm going to also look into this one. Very happy. I don't know who is this one. Who is doing this? Version 1.1. I don't know who is doing this. It's called what? Cardano PHP. Yes, definitely. We can contribute to this person here. Because everything we are doing on the server side, I'm using PHP. I'm going to save this one, but I can see this person is starting. I don't know who is the name of this person, but it was by luck that I only found one PHP. It was by luck, this one. Then here, intersect and BO. Then here, hash script data smart contract. Creating smart contract transaction via CLI 2021. This is very old. What is private key and signing key for Cardano Ether? If you don't know the difference between a private key and a signing key, here is an explanation about that. But what I was trying to tell you is, once we polish these tools that we have, the tool sets, and they are working very well, you are going to see how they are going to save you there. You can even put them on a service online so that anyone can just paste and get the results. And they can always check their results. The same Cuba IDE is working. Right? I think I need questions, comments from you. What do you think? What do you say? I'm going to stop this session. Were you able to follow?
Yeah, so I was able to follow. I wanted to ask exactly how
Yes,
to
sir.
install the shadow dot mjs. Is it just node shadow dot mgs? If I want to install it into my PC.
It is JavaScript. We are just going to use it on the browser. But remember now, it is the Node server-side JavaScript. So you just need Node on your machine. It is normal JavaScript.
Yes, I'm talking about the command.
The commands, what was your question?
No, to install Shadow into my
To
PC.
install it, you just put that file there on your folder, on your VS Code. I showed you. I removed the Node modules. I didn't install npm install using that one package file to have that Helios. No, I didn't do that. All what I simply did, if you look at it here, it is just this folder. If I can, or it's open here so that you see it. Here is a folder here. On this folder that you see here, I deleted the, what do you call it? The Node modules. I will tell you, in my life, I've never liked Node because they are too big. If I look at my file now, I tested all those commands, they are working, except those ones that they've got what? That they've got issues. But if I check for the size, it's 10 megabytes. See, 10 megabytes. Now, I want you to see the difference. The moment I look at one that has got Node installed, here is the Node modules. Let's look at the Node modules. I don't know here if I installed or not. This one is very small. It means it is not. But most of the time here, when I check my files, you will find they are big. But the reason why it's big, you see this one, linear vesting of chain code. Do you see this 230 megabyte versus 10? I go inside. When I'm inside, what do I see? Then I want to find out, where is this 200 megabyte coming from? Check the more, you see, 210 megabytes. 210 megabytes. This alone. That is why I ended up not liking Node. There are other reasons that I don't want to discourage you from using Node. It is highly used. This Node npm package managers, they are highly used. Learn them because you will want a job. I don't want a job. I'm okay the way I am. But for you, learn how to use npm, how to use Node as on a server side. I'll give you my 3 most big reasons why I'm not using them. But remember, I'm not saying follow me. Number 1, Node.js, which is on the server side, has a problem with deployment. If they tell you now deployment is easier, they are comparing what it was before the hosting service providers they were available. Now they are talking about there is Docker, there is CDI, CD, pipelines, there are automation tools. Now they are telling you now, but how many of those are there? There are thousands and thousands of them, and they depend on each other. That is my second problem. Dependencies. They call it dependencies hell. You spend most of your time, you add this dependency, now there are 13 more dependencies that are breaking. You try to fix, you fix 12. The last one fails because it has got 14 more that you need to find. These dependencies, what makes them have issues is there are too many and they have different versions. It will work with this version, Node 20. Moment you switch to another version, maybe someone has a beautiful application that is working on version 19, breaks everything. Then you are stuck. But always spend more time on dependency, finding solutions on dependencies. We have got transpilers and bunglers. Transpilers and bunglers. Sometimes it's called even compressors, tree shakers, minifiers. Why are all these million tools there over a very simple project that you want to do? Because Node and Node NPM came with lots of problems. So each open source community had to try to solve each part. If you use Node for 5 years, 6, 7 years, these don't become a problem to you because you just get used to them and you build up your tool environment. But what happens if you want to share your environment with somebody else, especially new beginners? I'm dealing mostly with new students. Then it's a headache. That is why, for me, I'm going to demonstrate on the next video a fully functioning smart contract I created using JavaScript, using Coxygen English auction. That is our next demo. So, all right, let me stop talking about this. I'm going to close this side. Let's take a break. I'm going to stop this video. And then the next session is also very important. The first session is we have got the CLI Helios toolset. Let's follow it easily used. We've got Shadow. Okay. Now Shadow is working. It has got a very, 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 very nice features for us building Cardano smart contracts. But it's something that I finished doing today at 9:30. So there are bugs. So I'll give you the file. You only need Shadow and you only need that Helios sleeve. Those two. Only those two. You don't need anything else. But to run it on your desktop so that you create files there, you need Node.js. So all of you have got Node.js on your machines. So you should put them there, open them with VS Code or any other editor. And then on your Node, or even on the command line, on your whatever, on my command line, you can just run those commands, run through all of them. Those that are breaking are the ones that you say, okay, say this one is breaking. But also, when it breaks, it tells you what the problem is. Go and check. There is source code there. And then check the source code on the Shadow, the function. Shadow is also like a subset of functions that are coming from Helios.min. It's coming from Helios. It's a Helios. Yes. The only dependence is Helios, but I have minified that Helios. Some of the simplification of Helios created some modules are not there. Or maybe they are there, but they are not exported. So I need to make sure that they are exported. I mean, this thing will refine when we start refining it and making it easy. Our benefit is a smaller size, the Helios dot ini 722 kilobytes versus 1,400 kilobytes, 50% optimization for us to work. Good. Number 3, no need of a lot of install this package, install that package, install that, and that, and that, and that. Package, what we call dependency problems. So we can get started very quick and do what we want to do. But we are going to see now the beauty on the next session. And on the next session now, we are going to see our static website now. It is going to run and load that small version, 722, and do everything from on-chain to off-chain. Thank you very much. Let's take a break.